Okay, so I want to talk about going from vertex form to standard form. So we just put our problem into vertex form, and so from here we're going to go to standard form. Now if you look at your problem, see if my pen will work. Okay, if we look at our problem, we have it like this, but what does x minus 1 squared mean? Now if you remember from class, this actually means this. X minus 1 times x minus 1. Again, anything squared just means that something times itself. So if I have x minus 1 squared, I really have x minus 1 times x minus 1. And so I'm going to rewrite this problem like this. So plus 3 on the outside here equals f of x. Forgive me, I'm still getting used to this little pen that I'm using. So now what I'm going to do is our favorite D word. Distribute. I'm going to go from here to here, from here to here, here to here, and here to here. I'm going to go ahead and distribute. But when I distribute, because I'm being multiplied by this out here, I want to go ahead and keep what I'm distributing inside parentheses. So again, this is equals, I'm going to go ahead and write my f of x still, equals negative 1/4, and then whatever I distribute, I'm going to keep in here. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. And negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Again, I have the plus 3 on the outside. But again, when you're distributing here, make sure you keep this in parentheses, because all of this has to be multiplied times this negative 1/4. Now, before I distribute that negative 1/4, I'm going to go ahead and combine like terms. So I get x squared. Negative x and negative x give me negative 2x plus 1. Again, I have the plus 3 here. I have the negative 1/4 here. Equals f of x. Now this is where it gets fun, because if I know my students, I know that everybody loves fractions. Okay? And I don't know if you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, but I love fractions, so they must be great. But anyway, we have negative 1/4. We're going to distribute, again, everybody's favorite D word, besides donuts. So here we have negative 1/4 times x, which is, now let me say something here, because I know some people are going to make this mistake. Negative 1/4 is not distributing to 3, because 3 is not inside the parentheses. So we only distribute something to everything that's everything that's in the parentheses. So here, negative 1/4 times x squared is just negative 1/4 x squared. Negative 1/4 times negative 2x, and if you need a reminder, negative 1/4 times, of course, this pen does not like me, but that's okay, times negative 2/1x. If I multiply these two, negative times a negative gives me a positive, and I get 2/4x, which is really 1/2 x. And again, excuse my handwriting. So this is really 1/2 x. And then negative 1/4 times 1, which is negative 1/4. But I still got that plus 3. And then we got this f of x out here. And excuse me guys, it is late at night, that's why I'm a little bit, how you say it, out of it. So now I can combine this. Now 3, now you can just plug in your little calculator, negative 1/4 plus 3, but we know that we don't have to do that, because we know that 3, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm combining these like terms. Negative, let me go up here, negative 1/4 plus 3. Well, what is 3 as a fraction with a denominator of 4? Well, it's 12/4. So I can add these, and that gives me 11/4. So my problem, I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here. My problem, all I've done is I've taken this original problem, I've done some distributing, some more distributing, some simplification, and once I get it all the way simplified, I have my problem in standard form. And my problem in standard form is this one. F of x equals negative 1/4 x squared plus 1/2 x plus, I think it's plus, right? Yep, plus 11/4. Now again, don't let these fractions scare you. So this is my solution here. Don't let these fractions scare you. Nothing wrong with fractions. But we're going to now use this to solve our quadratic. Now, and that's going to be our next deal. But again, what you're doing when you're taking it from vertex form to standard is you're just expanding this to x minus 1 times x minus 1, or whatever you're, whatever inside your parentheses, doing some distributing, simplifying, and there we go. Always check your work. Hope this helps, and again, hope you do great on your project.